How many assembly constituencies are there in Uttarakhand?
Which districts of Uttarakhand share an international border, and with which country?
What is the name of the assembly constituency where BHEL is having its factory?
Can you recall which SDGs talk about environment conservation or things related to environment?
How many women candidates are there in Uttarakhand Legislative Assembly?
May I come in, sir?
Come in.
Good morning, sir. Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. Have your seat, Rishu.
Thank you, sir.
Briefly introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Rishu Tiwari. I am born and brought up in Rishikesh, Uttarakhand. I have done my initial years of schooling from Gayatri Vidyapeeth Shantikunj Haridwar, and then I have pursued my graduation degree from Pandit Lalit Mohan Sharma Postgraduate College. Sir, currently I am preparing for civil service.
Which subject you studied at graduation?
Sir, physics, chemistry, maths.
And you come from Rishikesh.
Yes, sir.
Rishikesh is part of which district?
Sir, Dehradun.
And it is closer to Haridwar, but is still part of Dehradun.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Sir, it lies in the. It is said that it lies in the Doon Valley, so it is a part of Dehradun.
Okay. And how many assembly constituencies are there in Uttarakhand?
State Legislative Assembly, sir, 70. 70 MLAs are
70.
there. Yes, sir.
And how many parliamentary constituencies?
Sir, 5.
Okay. Where is the second capital of Uttarakhand?
Sir, it is said to be Gairse in Chamoli.
It is said to be, means it is not officially
Sir,
declared?
it is, yes, it is there, but they wanted to make it full capital.
Full-fledged capital.
Yes.
And Dehradun will be the second capital.
Right now it is in Dehradun, sir.
Okay. Which is the product chosen under ODOP program?
ODOP program. Sorry,
Do you
sir.
know about ODOP?
One district, one product. Sir, yes, I know about it, but the product I don't know, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Haridwar is having one of the oldest PSUs in India. Can you tell us which PSU was set up in Haridwar?
Sir, BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited.
Which year it was established?
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall.
There is also an oldest antibiotic making factory.
Sir, I'm not aware of
You're
it.
not aware of it.
Yes.
Okay. During freedom struggle, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, that is Mahatma Gandhi, once had a plan to settle down in Haridwar. Have you read his autobiography? What is his opinion about Haridwar? Why didn't he choose to settle down there?
Sir, I'm not aware of this, but he spent most of his time in Kausani, and there he called it as a Switzerland of India. That I know.
So he's mentioned in his autobiography why he is not settling down in Haridwar.
Sir, I don't know about this, sir.
Okay. My last question, Rishu. What is the name of the assembly constituency where BHEL is having its factory?
Sir, can I guess, sir? Can be Jwalapur, I think.
No, it's Ranipur.
It's Ranipur. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rishu, what do you understand by carrying capacity?
Sir, carrying capacity means that people, the ecology can hold the number of people that they are.
Okay, so the amount of development that we can do in a particular area, that is called its carrying capacity. Do you think Uttarakhand has surpassed its carrying capacity, and this is the reason that we are witnessing extreme weather events and ecological disasters in the state?
Sir, I think in some areas there is a breach of carrying capacity because there are so many tourists there, and burden for natural resources is extremely high. But there are certain areas in which we have not reached. So I think that if we develop those areas as well, unknown areas for trekking, for any adventure tourism, then we can manage the crowd.
So how do you suggest to diversify this tourism landscape? Would you like to restrict the tourists from visiting certain places and instead direct them towards other places? What is the plan?
Sir, I think if we identify certain unknown areas and make them a tourist hub, then I think we can diversify the people, but we cannot force people to go any particular place.
Okay. The much talked about the Chardham Pariyojana, it covers one of the most sensitive ecological hotspots of the state of Uttarakhand. Do you think the government should reconsider its plan to develop the fragile ecosystem at a pace it is already doing?
Sir, I think that yes, government should rethink, because earlier it was said by some committees that it could be a difficult task and it can lead to certain ecological imbalances. So I think if norms were followed, then we can go for that project.
And we are already witnessing the disasters happening. There are events related to land subsidence, landslides are there, and then we witnessed also tunnel collapses. So what suggestions would you like to give to the government if you think that they should reconsider this plan?
So firstly, there should be zoning and mapping that what are the fragile area. So there we should not touch, because if we will work in those area, it is going to collapse. Second is, sir, if we talk about sustainable development, then I think it can work there, and we should always focus on planned urbanization, sir, because otherwise.
Okay, talking about sustainable development, can you recall which SDGs talk about environment conservation or things related to environment?
Sorry, sir, I'm unable to recall at this moment.
Okay, thank you.
Rishu,
Yes, sir.
how many women candidates are there in Uttarakhand Legislative Assembly?
Sir, I'm not sure with the number, but it is close to 10, 13 or something.
And you are not sure about that. Okay. Who is the Speaker of State Legislative Assembly?
Sir, it is Ritu Khanduri.
And who is appointed as the first women Chief Justice of the Uttarakhand High Court?
Sir, her name is also Ritu. I'm forgetting the last name, I guess.
You are forgetting the last name. Okay. And which is the Uttarakhand state tree?
Sir, tree.
Tree.
Sir, it is Burans.
And state flower?
Flower is Brahma Kamal, sir.
It is from Kamal.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Do you know about the Nari Vandana Act?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Sir, in Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly, now 1/3 seats will be given to women. So, the reservation for women is done in this Nari Vandana Act.
And when is it is to be enacted?
Sir, after the delimitation commission will.
What is delimitation?
So, to adjust the seats and the constituency, sir, in every 10 years it is said to be enacted, but this time it will be in 2026, sir, I guess.
It will be 2020. It is announced by the government, or
Sir,
you are guessing?
No, sir, I'm just guessing.
You are guessing. Okay. Okay. There was a debate on EVM.
Yes, sir.
What is your stand? Should EVM to be dropped out and ballot boxes should be taken for future elections?
Sir, I think that EVM, because we have a. Sir, I think that we cannot take down it, but we can regulate it via cross-checking. Supreme Court has mentioned that five polling booths would be cross-checked. So we can increase the number, and gradually we can cross-check the number with the VVPAT. And so I think it is a good step that EVM is not that much insecure, I think.
Okay. And what about, what do you know about the Nota?
Nota, yes. None of the above, sir. So this time the number have increased in Nota.
What will happen if Nota got the most of the vote?
Sir, nothing will happen, because ultimately
Then why Nota is introduced?
Sir, I think to know the sentiments of the people, what do they think about the government? So it is introduced, sir.
Do you think it make any kind of difference in the election, because it is no impact on the election result? So can it make any kind of difference in our to pressurize the political parties to choose the candidates for the constituency?
Yes, sir. Of course, if people, if the Nota numbers are very high, then people can rethink that what they want. If they are not happy with the candidate, the political party should think on this line. And yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. My last question is, tell us some programs which is run by state government of Uttarakhand for women only.
So one is Mukhyamantri Ghasyari Kalyan Yojana to provide fodder for the cattle to women. Second is sir Lakpati Didi Yojana. Third is sir Nanda Gaura scheme. And it also.
What is Nanda Gaura scheme? What is
Sir, in it, the girl child will be provided, the second girl child of the home, she will be provided 51,000 rupees so that she can, it can help in her education and wedding and everything. So it is this.
Rishu, who is Finance Minister of Uttarakhand?
Sir, can I guess? Because, sir, Premchand Agarwal.
You are true. So what kind of budget he presented this year? What was the total size of the budget? What are major provisions?
Sir, I'm not sure about this.
Never mind. Rishu, your interview is over. You may go now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
So, your interview is on 11th June.
Yes, sir.
See, you'll have to work on 2-3 points.
Yes, sir.
One, many things are fine for you, but we are here just to suggest you how to further improve.
Yes, sir.
One is your sitting posture. So, take the full chair with authority.
Okay, sir.
Go back in the chair, sit in a relaxed and with a confidence. Still remaining polite, but you should be confident, and this way you should be sitting. Next is the kind of dress or the kind of appearance you have. So your dress sense is fine and your appearance is also good. That means you are having a smiling facial expression, relaxed and confident. And in the middle you were leaning forward. That was also a problem in a sitting posture, but don't do it there, because that suggests that you are having less confidence in your own thing.
Okay.
So that also shows some set of anxiety in you. So avoid that. Sit in this position also and talk confidently and still politely.
Yes, sir.
Then on content part, you should, I think, read further about that is Uttarakhand in general.
Okay, sir.
Different dimension, the social, cultural dimension of Uttarakhand, the political, administrative dimension of Uttarakhand. By visiting the website of Uttarakhand government,
Okay, sir.
you'll find plethora of information there.
Okay, sir.
And of course, one should try to learn things in a way that it remains in a kind of picturesque memory. So map reading should also be done carefully, not only districts but also sub-districts. Your awareness about female empowerment is less than expected. You are yourself a woman, so you should have known who is the first woman Chief Justice of High Court. You should have known how many women MLAs are there in the assembly. You should also know how many, if at all, women ministers are there in the Council of Ministers. You should also know, that is very easy to get, that out of 13 districts, how many districts are having women district magistrate or women SPs? And there are 2 divisions in Uttarakhand. So division is headed by a commissioner. So whether commissioner level officers are women. Okay. So in the entire administrative structure, top to bottom. Then you should look at the economy of Uttarakhand.
Okay, sir.
It's ODOP program you should have known. You are coming from Dehradun district. Basmati rice is very famous product of Dehradun. There is an agri-export zone also, which is monitored by a national level body, APIDA, Agricultural and Processed Goods Export Development Authority. So they nurture and they promote agri-export zones. So again, by looking at the website, you'll find, but you'll have to have a set of questions in your mind first. Okay, I have to know economy, the agriculture part, the industry part. Tourism is, of course, the most prosperous and most famous economic occupation for people of Uttarakhand. And there are dozens of beautiful tourist places. Most of the places I think you know already, but to be more precise, you should develop a list. If let's say they invite you to tell about 20 popular tourist destinations,
Okay.
divided into broadly two parts: religious tourist centers and natural tourist centers, maybe. So be ready with these kind of set of informations. And because Uttarakhand is having its border with two countries, so it's very important for maintenance of our external relationship. And there are certain passes through which transportation is allowed for trade purpose. So these are called trade passes. One very famous sport is skiing. Are you aware there is some skiing site in Uttarakhand? नहीं पता है?
So,
तो वो पता करिए, क्योंकि दैट विल बी इक्वेटेड टू, जैसा आपने कहा कि स्विट्जरलैंड महात्मा गांधी को लगता था, तो विच इज़ अ प्लेस इन उत्तराखंड वेयर पीपल गो फॉर स्की. ये सब थोड़ा सा पता कर लीजिएगा, स्पोर्टिंग वगैरह. सो दीज आर द इम्पॉर्टेंट डायमेंशन. योर प्रेजेंटेशन हियर वाज नॉट बैड. We felt only some information gap about Uttarakhand. Hopefully, if you fill up this gap, your performance would improve. You should, the general guideline that you should be talking to the board members politely and confidently, and you should display mental alertness. So be careful listener to the question. Your answer should be delivered in a structured manner, in a crispy manner, to the point, and you may raise your voice a little bit.
okay, sir.
Okay, that will be even better. That's it. If you have any other doubt or question, you can ask.
Sir, I want to ask that if they will ask in Hindi, then I have to give answers in Hindi.
Yeah, of course. That is the etiquette. If somebody, anybody, let's say you are administrator, anybody is asking you in Hindi, and if you know that language, convey the message to the person in Hindi.
Okay.
If anybody asks you question in Chinese language and Mandarin language, and if you know Mandarin, the etiquette suggests that you should answer it in Mandarin to the
In
convenience of the
whichever language they will ask, I have to.
Yeah, that should be. If they ask question in English, answer them in English. If they ask question in Hindi, answer them in Hindi. That should be preference. Any other thing?
No, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
डियर व्यूअर्स, अपने एग्जाम की तैयारी को और बेहतर करने के लिए हमारे चैनल को लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें.